Hey Gemini, what's up guys? I hope everybody is well. So we're gonna go ahead and do what you need to know about what's happening next for you, okay? If that's something that interests you, do stick around. Gemini, if you are new to this channel, welcome. My name is Jessica. Please take a look at my description box because that's going to have all the information that you would need to know. And yes, this is a Gemini channel. However, if you vibe, you tribe, so go ahead and make yourself comfortable. Gemini, if you are returning, welcome back. I hope that you're well. Hope you're taking care of yourself. I do hope that you're doing what's best for you, boo. Thank you for all the love, all the support. Gemini, thank you for all the good vibes. Whew, it really does mean the world. I feel like I was like holding my breath throughout that whole thing. I don't know. So maybe what Spirit wants you to know about what's happening next is that you're going to be finally able to exhale. Some of you guys could be feeling a lot of pressure, feeling a lot of anxiety. You could just be feeling right now like there's a lot of stress. There's a lot that's on your shoulders. A lot of people are depending on you. You have deadlines, you have budgets, you have target goals, okay? You have things that you're trying to achieve. You're trying to make it. It is a tax season here in America. So it could be something where maybe you're stressed about that. Who isn't, right? But there's this energy here where it's just feeling like you want to be able to exhale, okay? And I feel like what Spirit wants you to know is that you are going to hit some kind of goal. I feel like you're on the right path when it comes to something, Gemini, or how you're going about something, or the way that you're handling something. I feel like you have a target that you want to achieve. I feel like you are very focused and you are going to hit the mark. That's what Spirit wants you to know about what's happening to you next, okay? So let's go ahead and pull some angel numbers. I just felt compelled to, guys. So I'm going to just randomly flip to a page, point, and that's what we're gonna do, okay? And then we're going to get an animal, okay? So these numbers could be significant to you already, or this could be something that becomes significant. Maybe you see these numbers, take it as it resonates, okay? So what are some messages for Gemini gang and what they need to know next, all right? What do they need to know next, Spirit? What are some messages for Gemini? We have 625. Your angels are encouraging you to let go of the need to control events in your workplace or creative outlets at this time. When you take a step back, you allow the guidance of heaven in. Excuse me, guys. Isn't that crazy? Because I was just talking about how you feel so focused on a goal. You feel so like laser point zoned in on something. I need to achieve this. I have to have this happen a certain way. Time is money. It's giving that kind of energy here. Spirit is asking you to take a step back. And sometimes when we do that, when we release the reins of control, we can feel out of control. We can feel helpless or at the mercy of circumstance or outside events. But what Spirit is saying here is that when you take a step back, you are allowing the guidance of heaven to come in. So you are going to receive messages. You're going to receive encouragement. You're going to receive maybe even the directions or the intuitive nudges that you need to achieve whatever target you are trying to achieve, Gemini. So Spirit is saying that it's okay to let go of the need to control. It's okay to release the reins. It's okay to let things flow and see how this works for you, okay? So 625 could be significant. Let's get another one. We have 554. There is a fine line between effort and effortlessness. Your angels are inviting you to trust them and their ability to help you. Believe. Wow. That is two messages that kind of echo the same sentiment. There is a fine line between effort and effortlessness is what your spirit guides are saying to you right now. Your spirit team wants you to trust it. We see that. Spirit wants you, I almost said God too. So I feel like some of you guys, you say God, or maybe this is just the authority of Spirit coming through. I don't know. But there's a feeling here that Spirit really wants you to trust it is working in your life right now. Trust that it is looking out for you. Trust that it is trying to set you up for things that are in the highest and greatest good for you. Trust that everything is working out. Trust seems to be a big thing. So 554 could be significant. Let's get another one. We have 352, okay? Input in your relationships will be worth the effort. You are doing the right thing. Didn't we have this the last time that we pulled this book? I think we did. actually. So there could be something about a relationship. There could be something here about maybe you working with somebody or trying to come together with somebody, compromising with somebody. It does feel like Spirit has a repeating message, especially with this book, about working with others, collaborations. So there could be something here where a collaboration could pop up, Gemini, and this is going to be well worth the effort. This is going to be something that could be very lucrative in an emotional way, in a financial way, you know. It just feels like Spirit wants you to know that working with others right now is really going to help you out, okay? So let's get another one. We have 845. It says, Archangel Michael is on the standby, ready to help you remove any negativity and blockages from your life in a safe and loving way. Call on him now, okay? So what Spirit wants you to know here is that you have protection. Archangel Michael is on standby. Now, we know angels do not have free will, so they are not able to just intervene and come in and help us. They are on standby, they want to, but they're not able to protect us unless we call on them, okay? So some of you guys have archangels, specifically Archangel Michael, that is around you right now and really wants to step in to help you. You could be getting a lot of signs about archangels, or just Archangel Michael. Maybe you're seeing the name Michael or something like that, okay? But I feel like there's this energy here of, I want to help you. I want to come in. I want to remove blocks. I want to remove negativity. I want to protect your home. I want to protect your health, your life. There's something here where you need to call on Archangel Michael to protect everything that you touch, everything that you find near and dear to you, because he wants to. Some of you guys might have negative energies that are trying to attack you. Or not even trying, they are attacking you. So some of you need that support from Archangel Michael, okay? So there's that energy here. Let's get one more, guys. Just one more, okay? We have 136. Your career or purpose is presenting you with new opportunities. Know that God and angels are behind every choice that is best for your well-being. So here we have that echoing message of Spirit coming in saying, I am here, right? I am here trying to help you. I am here trying to lead you. I need you to trust me. I need you to let go of control and surrender. I need you to go with the flow of life. I need you to know that you're protected. I need you to collaborate with others. Some of you guys could have a new opportunity that's going to come in, possibly in the form of a collaboration here. And I feel like Spirit wants you to know that it's here. It's behind every choice and everything that's best for you. It's wanting things to work out for you. So there could be something here where there's a shift in your career or your purpose, or there's just another avenue that's opening up to extend something that you're already working on, guys. Take it as it resonates, okay? Now let's go ahead and get an animal message for you, Gemini, okay, for what Spirit needs you to know about what's happening next in your life. What Spirit needs Gemini to know. Spirit, what do you need Gemini to know about what's happening next in their life? Let's get an animal message, okay? We have the hummingbird. So some of you guys could definitely have passed on loved ones. This is a sign from my mom. So for some of you guys, yeah, you have passed on loved ones that are around, you know? This is so funny because my aunt, she's still alive, but she loves elephants. And she was my mom's like best friend. So that's so funny that we see a hummingbird and an elephant, at least for me. It's just funny for me. But the elephant is a trailblazer energy. The elephant is going to make a way, right? And it could be saying that your passions and the wisdom that you've obtained is going to make a way. When we look at this elephant, we see that it has one tusk that's been broken off. And so you've been through a lot in life, but it's this drive, it's this tenacity that you have inside of you, Gemini, that is continuing to burn and is leading you towards whatever this goal is, whatever this abundance, this health, this good vibes, just whatever it is for you guys, it's leading the way. With the hummingbird here, for me personally, it talks about the sweeter things in life, okay? It talks about surrender, but also enjoying everyday life, enjoying the aspects that you can enjoy, right, of life, because life can be stressful and it can be tough, Gemini, but at the same time, you know, there are things to be blessed, there are things to be happy about. So I feel like what's happening next, what Spirit wants you to know about what's happening next, is that you're going to be able to enjoy some sweetness in life. You're going to be able to stop and maybe smell the roses, or maybe you're going to be able to speak your truth in a really positive way. Because when we look at the hummingbird, it has this red throat, and when, you know, red talking about the root chakra, and the root chakra talking about your confidence to take action, okay, your self-empowerment in a sense, there's this energy here of you speaking your truth, but speaking it in a way where it's sweet and others can really understand what you have to say, okay? So the hummingbird is promising good times. The hummingbird is promising some kind of joy and happiness, and maybe even a wish fulfillment, guys. I don't know, I'm just getting that energy. If you see a hummingbird, it could be spirit trying to confirm to you that you have some kind of wish fulfillment that's coming in. I don't know if the hummingbird is first. No, it's not. Okay. Let's find it. Okay. So the hummingbird says positive, enthusiastic, and spiritually resourceful. Inside the tiny hummingbird resides an endless well of energy and positivity. The hummingbird's secret is that it has learned where to gather the nectar, and it returns to these sources daily for nourishment and rejuvenation. This sacred elixir springs from many sources, but usually involves nature, creativity, and exploring spirituality. Follow the way of the hummingbird and you cannot go wrong. Every droplet of life becomes sweet, every moment worth savoring. When in balance, smart, curious, and loves to learn. When out of balance, pushy, insistent, and sharp. To bring into balance, take a class. So learn something new. Get yourself out there. Try something different. It's interesting because when it says, when out of balance, pushy, insistent, and sharp, I'm almost getting that. Because we saw with the angel numbers, you know, being too focused on something, being too hell-bent on controlling a situation and having something happen the way that you want it to, right? So what Spirit is saying here is you have many sources of joy. You have many sources of positivity in your life, and you need to go back to those sources. And some of you guys have been too wrapped up in what's going on in the world, what's going on in negative situations in your life. And this is not to say to not pay attention to these things. Of course, it's important to keep your ear to the ground. It's important to know what's going on around you, so when the shit gets real, you know what to do. But don't let these negative outlets consume your life. Don't let negative programs, TV shows, music, leaders, spiritual leaders, people who only want to talk about fucking, you know, fire and brimstone every time they turn on the camera. Don't let these things make you feel like life is just a bear, life is a burden, that life is scary. Because while it is these things, it's also joyful, it's also happy, right? It's also abundant, it's also fun. And you can find these sources of inspiration and these sources of positivity in your own life. And what Spirit is saying here is that you are very spiritually resourceful. Meaning, for me personally, I feel like what Spirit's saying here is that you're very abundant in spiritual energy, you know? You're very mindful of your own energy. You're mindful of the thoughts that are coming in. You're mindful of the energy that you're, gravitating to or that you're attracted to at the moment. So, nature, creativity, exploring new things, particularly spirituality or philosophical ideas that make you think, ideas that make you feel connected to not only the divine, but yourself as well as others. There's something here about exploring these things and, you know, really savoring every droplet of the experience that life gives you, because it's so easy, guys. It is so easy to get caught up in the matrix, in the grinder, right? Of life. We wake up, we go to work, we pay our bills, repeat. It's so easy to forget that there's joy out there, you know? So I feel like that's what Spirit wants you to know about what's happening next. I told you when I first started this, like a feeling of exhaling. And I feel like that's what's happening here. You're going to be able to exhale soon. You're going to be able to feel good, enjoy life. And you're going to find yourself returning to sources of positivity that maybe you haven't been to in a while, because maybe you've been caught up in other things. Maybe you've been on the grind. Maybe you've been working hard. Maybe there's been there's a lot going on. I mean, I know if you're in my country, there's a lot going on right now. Okay? There's a lot. Okay? But, you know, there's a lot of other things too. So turn off the TV, turn on the nature, turn on the vibes, draw something, paint something, create something, you know, Catch a vibe in this bitch, okay? All right, let's see what else we have here, guys. So what does Gemini need to know about what is happening next, okay? We have the ancestors. Okay? I told you, I feel like there's passed on loved ones around you. I feel like there's ancestors around you that are wanting you to know that they have your back. They have your back. I feel like your ancestors want you to know that they're setting things into place. I'm almost getting divine intervention, but by way of your ancestors. So I don't know if Spirit's giving them the authority or something to come in and do something, to change something in your life, to put you on the right path, to get you into alignment for something. But it feels like that's what's happening here. It feels like your ancestors are trying to lead you towards something, or they're trying to get you to see that something is going to work out in your favor, all right? Yeah, your ancestors want you to read the fine print in regards to something too. There could be something that is affecting you around you, and your ancestors want you to notice that. So this is exactly what we're talking about with the hummingbird energy. If there are things that are impacting you in a negative way, right? Caution to the bird bitches, caution to the gossip, to the drama, to the negativity, to the fear mongering. If there's things around you that are causing you to feel not in your highest vibration, not at your best, your ancestors want you to notice that, and they're trying to get your attention to shift to the positive sources of positivity, right? That you have in your life, like the hummingbird card said, okay? The sweet sources of positivity is what they're giving me, basically, okay? We have the Judgment card coming out with relax on the bottom of the deck. So Gemini, I do feel like there are people around you that are possibly judging you, right? But that doesn't seem to have you bothered. It doesn't seem to have you stressed. I'm going to be honest. Like, it feels like, yes, what Spirit wants you to know about what's happening next, people are going to be judging you. Maybe judging you because you're relaxing. Maybe judging you because you don't give a fuck, right? Maybe judging you because you're deciding to put yourself first, or go your own way, or speak out, or live in your authenticity. And your ancestors are encouraging you to do this. Your ancestors were judged by people too, or persecuted, or outcasts. Like, your ancestors are like, that's just part of being great, basically, right? If you don't have haters, you're doing something wrong, as they say. So yeah, I feel like you're relaxing, you're doing your thing. Maybe you're getting more spiritual baths, or you're involving yourself in more self-care here, okay? Listening to good music, cooking good food. Like, I hate to say it, but it's almost like everything around you could just be burning, and you're just dancing and enjoying life, and like, well, we will figure it out. It's like things aren't stressing you out, and there could be people around you that are judging you because of that, because things aren't stressing you out, right? It's almost like people wanted to kind of put you up here and be like, look, see, clearly, something wrong. It's like somebody tried to strip you down to your vulnerability, because nudity for me in divination, it talks about vulnerability. It talks about not hiding anything and showing yourself and your raw essence, okay? So there could have been people who tried to like almost take you for being authentic, being who you are, and they tried to be like, see, look, they're bad, they're evil, they're this, they're that. And you don't care. You're not stressing that. You're like, I am all these things. Take a good look, right? It's something about that. It's like reclaiming your power here is the energy that I'm getting. Like, your ancestors want you to reclaim your power. They want you to not stress about what people are saying, what people think. Who gives a shit? And I feel like there's something here where you really don't. That's the thing. Like, I don't think you really care. We have the glass slipper. So this is the divine giving something to you. And sometimes we go along that energy here of like Cinderella with this card, where it was already kind of yours and then it's being returned, but I'm really not getting that. I actually feel like Spirit is giving you a prestigious honor. And I feel like there could be people around you who are like, why is Gemini so exalted? Why does Gemini get everything? Gemini, right? Like, what is it? Marsha and Jan Brady. Yeah, that's who it is. Where she's like, Marsha. That's the energy it's giving me. I feel like there could be people around you who are just like, why does it always seem to work out for Gemini? What makes Gemini so popular? What makes Gemini so valuable? What makes them the top pick? And so your ancestors are saying, keep going. Don't let people who are committed to misunderstanding you, purge them. Okay? There's this energy here where it's like people around you are committed to misunderstanding you. You could be literally picking up trash in your free time on the side of the road and they would wonder why the hell you're doing it. It can't be because you just want to clean the world up. There's got to be another reason. You want attention. You have some kind of community service order. Okay, somebody paid you $50. Like, there's got to be a reason why you're out there cleaning up that trash and doing all this nice stuff, because you wouldn't do that, right? And that could be a projection from them, you know? Because they would not go out there and do the things that you do without being forced or without a camera on them to say, see, look at me, I'm out here picking up trash. Aren't I great? It's like they can't imagine that you would do it too, Gemini, okay? But it's going to be plain to see is what Spirit is saying. It is about to be plain to see that you are being honored, you're being selected for something, you're being chosen for something, or that Spirit, you know, supports you or has blessed you in some kind of way. There's some kind of spiritual blessing that is about to come into your life. And, you know, people are going to try to strip you down. People are going to try to make you feel some type of way about Spirit having your back. Ain't that some shit? You should feel bad because Spirit favors you for whatever reason. You should feel bad for living in your authenticity and being accepted and supported by others, because we can't live in our authenticity. So, I don't know, Gemini, maybe you're doing something shocking. Maybe you're doing something revolutionary. Maybe you're doing something that people in your neighborhood haven't seen before, people in your family haven't seen before, people at your work or in the career field that you're in, you know, or your friend group or whatever. Maybe you're doing something that kind of steps outside of the box. And because of that, people are like, wow, what makes Gemini think that's okay? So I don't know, Gemini. Okay? I don't know. But I feel like Spirit wants you to know there's harvest that's about to come. Sustenance for the whole tribe. Not just you and your family. Whatever you're doing is going to be helping more people than you can even imagine. Maybe right now, that's not the goal. Maybe the goal right now isn't to help everybody, or isn't to change things or make a way, make things different somehow. But that is what's going to ultimately happen. You're setting things up. You're planting seeds that are going to have crops, harvest in the future that are going to bring a lot of abundance to people. Okay? Again, whether this is in your own ancestral line or like on a real tangible level. So this could be you implementing new business plans or protocols into maybe where you work or something. This could be you, maybe you're writing a book, or maybe you do something where it's like you speak to people or you talk to people or you help people out or something like that, Gemini. I just feel like whatever it is that you're doing is going to really make an impact on a lot of people and bring a harvest in. I don't know. Take it as it resonates, okay? These two cards just flew out, and you know, we did see in the angel number book talking about collabing with others. I feel like for some of you guys, there's going to be a collab that's going to be really significant. Something where you're working with somebody else, and this could be something that's fated here, you know? This could be something that leads to big contracts, big money, big abundance, changes, okay? Some of y'all could be moving in with somebody or starting a business with somebody. I don't know. That's kind of what I'm getting, okay? But it feels really good, Gemini. It just feels like a lot of positive energy is coming your way. We have the money card coming out with the chakra. And I'm not going to keep these, but I just feel like when you are aligned, you're going to start to see that flow. It's like you've done a lot of inner work here, as we know, Gemini. Okay? And this inner work that you've done is really going to start reflecting on the outside in a positive way, if it's not already. Because for some of you guys, I feel like it is. And this could represent another person. This could represent, again, working with somebody and it being a beautiful partnership with a lot of abundance. Everything is in alignment. Everything is working great. But this could also just be you and your twin dancing in the moonlight, feeling like shit. Everything's going. Everything's moving. You know? There's something here about you just being very anointed right now. And Spirit needing you to know that. Let's get some tarot. And this is what's happening next, guys, okay? So what do we need to know about this ancestor energy that's out here for Gemini? I'm going to use the Cosmic Tarot, guys. What do we need to know about this ancestor energy that's out here for Gemini, gang? We have the Five of Pentacles with the Strength. So your ancestors want you to know that they've seen you persevere. They've seen you go through hard times. And your ancestors has gone through hard times. They know the struggle. You know, and they know the endurance that it takes to go through that struggle and to come out on the other side a queen or a king. And I feel like that's what you're doing. I feel like your ancestors, you know, why they're stepping forward, because this is what Spirit wants you to know about what's happening next. But I feel like your ancestors have a message that all the suffering and pain isn't going to be in vain, Gemini. All the time where you felt like you were left out, you weren't selected, you were rejected, you had to struggle, you know, you were judged by stupid assholes, okay? Like, this was all just building up your strength. There's something here with the Hangman, Pisces, I was going to say Leo, but maybe Cancerian. There's something here with the Hangman where it's like you were made to see something from a different perspective because it was character building. And we talk about this a lot. Spiritual character building, where you will go through a lot to develop yourself to a point where you're ready for the blessings that Spirit wants to bring into your life. And I feel like that's what's happened here. You went through some kind of character development because you are meant to carry on the lineage. You are meant to heal the trauma that has been in your family line or that your ancestors have endured. And it takes a strong person to do that. It takes somebody who's not only willing to fight outside adversaries, but somebody who's willing to look themselves in the mirror and say, I'm tired of your bullshit too. And I feel like there's something here where you've done that, or you're doing that. So your ancestors want to commend your strength. And if you're doing something to balance out your energy here, practicing yoga, meditation, okay? I don't give a fuckism, right? Where you're just surrendering. Practicing stoicism, turning to these positive outlets that you have instead of letting the negative energy envelop you. Like, Monday was just so dark and dreary around here for me, and for no particular reason at all. And I had to like check myself before I wrecked myself. I had to be like, Jessica, you got way too much to be grateful to be walking around here mean mugging shit. Like, for what? So I practiced the mindful thinking that I preach all the time, and I did my damnedest to change my attitude. I went in there, I brushed my hair, not that my hair was messy, but I brushed it. You know, a new do will help you. A new fucking do will do wonders, okay? So I wet my hair a little bit, I put my hair in my 2 braids that I like to rock, and I just, you know, opened the blinds and turned on some music, and I don't know, I just lifted the energy. You can sit here and you can be depressed and you can wallow and you can, and I'm not trying to patronize anybody, because I'm not sitting here saying that you guys don't have real issues. People have real fucking issues. But sitting here being miserable about it is not going to solve those issues. So if you're going to have those issues, you might as well try to look on the bright side too, or try to find some kind of happiness as well. And I feel like that's something that you're doing. And your ancestors want you to know that they're proud of you for that. They are absolutely proud of the strength that you have. The endurance to keep going. When it's so easy to draw the shades, get into bed, call it a fucking day. Cancel my meetings, cancel the day, cancel everything. I'm not doing shit. It's so easy, Gemini. It's easier to do that than to get up and have a good day. To get up and go to the gym, to get up and brush your teeth, to get up and do the dishes, to get up and show up for the work meeting, or work on whatever you're writing, or work on whatever you're creating. It's easier to just stay in bed. So congratulations, you are a strong motherfucker. I feel like your ancestors want you to know that with that sun energy. You're ready to soak up the sun, you're ready to have good times, and you are inviting that energy into your life. There could also be something very significant about Leo energy. We pick that up all the time. I don't know why Leo energy is so significant on this channel. I don't really have Leo in my chart, guys. So it ain't me, okay? 6 of Pentacles here. You guys know I'm an intuitive reader, so when I see the illustrations, they change the meaning for me sometimes. And the Six of Pentacles, he just is on top of the world, right? Just feeling so abundant, so happy. And is he at the Ten of Pentacles? No. But he is proud of what he's accomplished. He's surviving. He's making it. He's making progress here. Okay? So there's something about that. And you've had to fight tooth and nail for every fucking bit of progress that you have. What is this Judgment energy out here for? For what Gemini needs to know about what's next. What is this Judgment energy? 2 cards, I guess, is the name of the game, guys. We have I thought this was the 4 of Wands. It's a 3 of Wands. We have the 3 of Wands with the Fool. You know what I'm hearing? Like, you have vision. Some of you guys could have a persecution complex, and that could be from a past life. You know, I was talking about in a personal reading today. Sometimes we get really caught up on these energetic cords that we have to people without really putting too much stock into the energy of our soul and the energetic cords that our soul has towards our experiences. I very much believe in reincarnation, as I've said plenty of times. And sometimes we can have cords, energetic cords, connected to our past lives still. So, perfect example for me, I do very much believe with all of my heart that at least in one of my past lives, I was poisoned. And so that is why in this lifetime, I have struggled really hard with trying new things when it comes to food and medicine. I get very scared. I've gotten better, but there are still some things I refuse to try because I have this fear in my head that my throat is going to close up and that's going to be it. Like, I have this built-in core memory almost of trying something I'd never tried before because somebody offered it to me and then that was it. So I've had to work hard on cutting that cord to a past life because that's not me in this lifetime, right? I don't have allergies to hardly nothing. So there's something here where this could be what's going on. I feel like you want to just be free to be yourself, right? With the Fool energy. Some would say that this Fool kind of represents somebody who's almost maybe even a little bit mentally ill, like insane a little bit, but in the best kind of way. Like somebody who, like, he ain't hurt nobody. Shit. You know what I mean? He ain't hurt nobody up there dancing, doing his thing, you know? But there's something here where it's like, people around you still don't want that to happen. So you could do things that are different. Maybe you have a spiritual life. Maybe you live on the outskirts of town. You know, maybe there could be something about you that is just, you don't fit in with everybody. And you're not meant to. We talk about that all the time. You're not meant to fit in with everybody. But you could get a lot of judgments from people. And so there could be a fear of persecution. Some of you guys might have literally been put up to the court of public opinion, or you could have went through something like maybe you went through the witch trials, or maybe you were a part of a group of people that were seriously oppressed, or maybe you had to fight in a past life for your rights, you know? There could be something here where it's like you're not afraid, but there's this energy inside of you where it's like, you worry about judgments of others in a sense. And I don't even know if you consciously do it, because some of you guys don't, you know, but there could be this energy of like, but I don't tell everybody about this part of my life, or I don't stand up and speak out about this, you know? And you got to be real with yourself about why that is, right? Why aren't you being 100% authentically yourself? Why aren't you out there dancing like the Fool, being just yourself? What is it for those that this resonates for? Why is it that you feel afraid to be seen in certain ways? There could be ways that you don't feel afraid to be seen, and there could be ways that you do. And maybe there's a need to like purge that energy, let go of that energy, cut that cord. Okay. It's like I told somebody in a personal reading today, this is your brain. Okay. Take it all out. Remove it. Whatever it is that you've been holding on to, okay? Whatever it is, consciously, subconsciously, you don't know what it is that holds you back, remove it. Because I feel like there's something here where you're manifesting something in, possibly a brand new beginning, possibly a chance to be yourself. And yeah, not everybody's gonna like you, right? Like Kendrick Lamar said, keep your head down and work like I do. But understand that ain't everybody gonna like you. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't keep working. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't go after your dreams. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't try, okay? So there's something here with that, guys. I feel like, yes, there's going to be an opportunity for you to push forward, progress in something, be involved in something, have a new beginning, the ship that's going to come in, this opportunity, whatever it is. Speak your truth, stand out, let yourself be seen. And yeah, people are going to judge you. They are. But you also might find that people actually admire that, or people are curious. And, you know, we fear what we don't understand. So instead of being defensive and expecting everybody to understand who you are, teach them about who you are. Because when you teach somebody about things, they're more likely to be okay. And maybe even admire you or take interest in what it is that you are a part of, who you are, okay? Okay. So what is this glass slipper energy here for Gemini and for what they need to know about what's happening next? We have the Star. Aquarius energy. Sheesh. Okay, sheesh, Gemini. With the Page of Cups on the bottom of the deck, that is like wish fulfillment, right? Page of Cups. People say the Page of Cups is the wish fulfillment. They also say the Ace of Pentacles is wish fulfillment. The Star is wish fulfillment. I feel like there's something here where you are going to be handed something, right? From the divine. It's like this is spirit up here just admiring you, shining all of its light down onto you so you can integrate and alchemize, right? And then put it back into the earth and do something amazing. It's like you're being given something by the divine, okay? You have some kind of healing energy for some of you guys, or you're a well of inspiration, you're a well of knowledge, a well of creativity. It's like you have a lot of overflowing abundance here. This card just reminds me of like a very badass like Empress energy, you know? I don't know. There's just something about this Star energy that makes me feel like she's just so abundant and she gives back. That's the thing. So there's something here where you could be recognized for your efforts here. You could get some kind of recognition in regards to how much you do give back. You could have people who are admiring you, Gemini. You could have a lot of people who have these like, I mean, look at her. Okay, you could have these people who like they're looking at you possibly from a distance for some of you guys, but I feel like there's people here, and that's what I'm saying too, like for pound for the haters that you have people who are behind what you're doing as well. Like they believe in you, Gemini. Okay, that's why you have to believe in you. You leave these positions to the fucking haters that have already taken them up. That position's full. You don't need to be your own hater. You don't need to be your own stifler, right? Your own restrictor. There's already other people that want to do that. So you have people around you that are going to be recognizing you here in the future, really like admiring you, admiring what you do, how you do it, finding you to be a well of healing, a well of, not a whale, a well of healing, a well of hope, okay? Just an eternal motherfucking spring in this bitch, all right? With the Ten of Cups, look at that. It's like happiness and overflowing cups. So much that you are able to pour some out into others, or you are able to give back because you have so much abundance. You've been given so much that you can give to others, okay? Is the energy that I'm getting. Ten of Cups came right back out, guys, okay? With the Emperor on the bottom of the deck. Not my favorite Emperor, but it doesn't matter, guys. I feel like the Emperor here is saying that you are about to take charge of something. There could be somebody who's admiring you, too. There could be somebody, again, that wants to come in and maybe offer something to you. They want to work with you. They believe in what you're doing. I don't know, guys. It does feel like there's some kind of fulfillment here or contentment that's about to happen. There could be somebody who really wants to give you like a very good relationship. I don't know who that's for, but I feel like there's an Emperor. It could be Aries, doesn't have to be. We also have Aquarius. We have Fool, which is Aquarius, Aries energy. We have Leo out here, and then Pocahontas was a Sagittarius, okay? And my mom was a Libra. So take it as it resonates. But I feel like there is somebody out here that really wants to like give you a good relationship. Like they want to show you that what you're worthy of, you know, because I feel like they think that maybe you have been treated badly, or they don't understand why you're single when you're so amazing, you know, and maybe it's just like, I have a purpose. I have other things that I'm doing, right? Like Spirit has a plan for me, and it doesn't involve being in a relationship at this point in time, you know? So there could be something here where somebody's just like, you know, I feel like I want to change that. I don't know why I feel like somebody wants to change that situation for you, Gemini, but I do. Like, you single, let me change that. So that could be what you need to know about what's happening next. If somebody's looking at you and they're like, damn, like, I'm going to take advantage of this. And not in the aspect of like taking advantage of you, but taking advantage of the opportunity to be with somebody who's really amazing, Gemini. You know, I feel like whoever this is, they've been dating around, and you are not like anything that they've come across, you know? And maybe that's because they're looking at dating sites and going out to bars and clubs, and they ain't gonna find you there. Okay, they're not gonna find you there. They're gonna find you at home studying, okay, fasting, doing skincare, all right, working on your hobbies, feeding your pets. Like, that's what they're gonna find you doing. They're not gonna find you out there on them streets. Anyways, guys, let's get some advice and additional messages. I don't know how I feel about this reading, but I hope you guys like it. That's way too many. Come on now. Come on. All right, we have the Axe. Division and Lessening, card number 14, which reduces to 5. And then we have It's Folgers in Your Cup. Okay, card number 27, Black Coffee, not copy. Shadow Work and Awakening. I feel like you did go through some kind of awakening. Like, you know, like you put the axe to something. You ended a lot of things. And that is what I'm saying here. With this 5 of Pentacles and the 5 here, like you went through the struggle. It's like almost like your ancestors saying you paid your dues. Like you paid your dues, and you showed us that you can survive. You showed us that you're strong. You showed us that it's going to take a hell of a lot more than whatever you went through to get you down, to make you give up, to make you, you know, again, draw the shades, get into bed, quit the day. The day's over with. Like, no, that ain't happening. Okay? So I feel like you've done a lot of shadow work, Gemini, and you've released yourself from a lot of negative energy, and your ancestors are proud of you. What else do we have here? Advice and additional messages. We have card number 16, Dashed Hopes and Mourning, with card number 9, The Blessed Child, Purity, Lost Innocence, okay? So you guys know what it's like to lose, right? I don't know why, Spirit. Maybe there's could be something here too where, because I don't know, guys, I'm just kind of feeling like with this bird energy and the bird bitches we picked up, and not that crows represent bird bitches, although crows are not always a positive sign for me personally, just as a person, okay? I've kind of equated crows to gossips, okay? But that's just me, because they're always out there fucking squawking. Like, shut up, okay? So there could be something here where people are waiting for something to happen, okay? They're like waiting for some kind of news to come through about you, waiting to see you on the 5 o'clock news, punching out cops, right? Waiting to hear that your business failed, waiting to hear that you lost your house, waiting to hear that something caught up to you finally, and it's like dashed hopes. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. And I feel like these people are going to have to find out that they were kind of trying to end something or betting against somebody who's quite innocent, is the energy that I'm getting. And not in the way like you've never done anything wrong, but just the way like you don't have any negative intentions. Okay? Armadillo Basket, Grounding and Fierce Protection, card number 44. And that's the energy here, you know? FAFO. Fuck around, find out, okay? The Alligator, Silence and Introspection. I feel like there's something here where people might have sat back and watched that, though, and seen that. Like, you know, people who maybe were going to attack and they saw how protected you were, so they're like, damn. You know? I feel like there was some, like, spoiled plans here for somebody around you that possibly wanted to come after you. They weren't able to, Gemini, because you are fiercely protected, is the energy that I'm getting, okay? We have the Mockingbird. Card number 39, Prophecies and Communication. And then we have card number 3, the Salamander, Infinity and Reinvention, okay? So 393 could be significant here. I feel like you get a lot of messages from Spirit. I feel like we know that. I feel like Spirit's just confirming. But the advice here is that you're going to be getting a lot of messages, possibly about some kind of reinvention here or rebirth that you're about to go through. Spirit wants you to know that if something does not work out for you the way that you want it to, don't get caught up in that lie that things are not working for you. Just because something doesn't work for you doesn't mean things aren't working for you. See what I'm saying? Just because something doesn't work out doesn't mean that something else isn't working out. You could definitely be being redirected, and maybe you're being redirected in a way where it's like it feels harsh or it feels severe. You know, like you're driving down the road and somebody's like, oh, there's a turn. It's like that. Okay? Instead of just slowing down and turning, no, we are going to drift. We're going to drift into what we need to do next, okay? So there could be something where there's a change. And we saw that with the angel numbers. I forget which number it is, you know, but we saw that with the new career opportunities that could possibly come in, guys, okay? So I feel like there's something here where Spirit wants you to know you're going to be getting messages about this. You are protected. So if it feels a little, I want to say chaotic or a little shaky here, know that Spirit is working with you. Know that Spirit has your best intentions in mind here for whatever this is that could possibly bring a change. And last but not least, we have card number 18, the blue moon, second chances, and magic. And isn't that interesting that I said I wasn't getting the energy of a second chance with the fucking glass slipper, and here it is. We have a second chance, proving I'm not always right, guys, right? But I feel like there is something here. There is some kind of magical wish fulfillment that's coming in, like Spirit's giving you a chance at something to maybe do something over, you know, be successful in this way, go down a new path, and maybe even in a connection, have a second chance. Maybe not with the same person, but to have the result that you weren't able to have with somebody else, okay? It feels like something like that, guys, all right? That has been your reading, Gemini. I do hope that it helps. I hope it resonates. I hope it does something, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.